Economic deprivation of the Muslims in India. When the War of Freedom 1857 was over, the Muslims were oppressed very badly. Although the Hindus supported the Muslims in this war, but they declared that only the Muslims were responsible for all their actions in the war. Thus, they acquitted themselves of any responsibility. The Muslims were the target of the British, so they suffered a lot and faced serious consequences. The British, dominated by prejudice and enmity, dismissed all the Muslims from government jobs, especially from army, and shut the doors of employment to the Muslims. Despite having the required qualification for some jobs, the Muslims were deprived of it. On the other hand, the Hindus were offered jobs even if they had less qualification as compared to the Muslims. The Muslims were deprived of their properties. Their properties were confiscated. Some Muslim landowners were turned out of their lands. Their properties and lands were allotted to the non-Muslims. The Muslims became tenant cultivators instead of owner of the land. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan has depicted this miserable condition of the Muslims in the following words. No calamity has descended from heaven that had not searched the house of the Muslims before it came down to the earth. The business of the Muslims was ruined. In order to get the support of the Hindus, the British gave them special business privileges. The Hindus established monopoly in local trade, and the Muslim traders suffered economic crisis. As the result of industrial revolution in Britain, better and cheaper products were manufactured there. These products were imported into India. It resulted in the destruction of cottage industry, which belonged to various nations of the India, including the Muslims. The cottage industry collapsed because it could no longer compete with the modern industry. The goods produced in Britain could be imported into India, but Indian products were demanded neither in Britain nor in Europe. The export of the Indian goods was affected and millions of people suffered unemployment, which included a large number of the Muslims. Thank you. I hope you understood the topic.